Good evening, I'm Nashika, and this is chale.news for June 24th. Tonight, the ECOWAS Court has shut the door on former Chief Justice Torkornoo's legal challenge against Ghana. Ebola has landed in Europe for the first time this outbreak, and Benjamin Asare, trotro mate turned World Cup goalkeeper, is the story everyone is talking about. Let's get into it. The ECOWAS Community Court has thrown out every single one of the 7 claims former Chief Justice Gertrude Torkornoo filed against Ghana over her removal from office. All 7, gone. That ruling, published today, closes off her regional legal challenge entirely. The domestic fight may still have chapters left, but this door is firmly shut. Ebola has reached Europe. France confirmed its first case Wednesday, a doctor who returned from the DRC, where the current outbreak has killed over 260 people and infected 1,000. This is the first time this outbreak has crossed onto European soil, and Ghana's health authorities have yet to say anything publicly. That silence needs to end. Ghana's gold board spent over $16 billion on gold purchases in just 17 months, more than the entire national budget. Deputy Finance Minister Thomas Ampem Nyarko told Parliament the board has also licensed 1,184 gold-buying companies, billions flowing through one state institution, accountability questions mounting. Full breakdown on chale.news. And while we're on fiscal accountability, COCOBOD overspent its agrochemical budget by over $143 million in 2021 to 2022. Then, without paying suppliers, kept buying on credit right through 2024. The deputy finance minister is calling it a structural crisis. Reforms are underway, he says. We'll be watching. China's Zhejiang Huayu Cobalt wants to buy Atlantic Lithium for $210 million, and that deal could wipe out the equity stake and stock exchange listing rights Ghana spent years negotiating for Ewoyaa. The Minerals Commission hasn't approved it yet. What they do next matters enormously. The Supreme Court refused today to halt DACF payments going into MPs' personal bank accounts, a practice that has been happening since 1997. The 5-member panel preferred to wait for a full ruling rather than issue a temporary stop. The substantive case on whether this is even legal is still pending. The brother of former MP Adwoa Safo has been granted 4.5 million Ghanaian cedis bail alongside 8 others, facing firearms and vigilantism charges from the June 21st incident in which Safo herself was shot. She has since had 2 surgeries at the 37 military hospital and has been flown abroad for further treatment. Tied to that same ceremony, fashion entrepreneur Osebo has filed a court injunction to block Adwoa Safo Jr.'s installation as head of the Kristo Asafo Church, alleging the process violated the church's own constitution. One incident, multiple legal fronts now open. Over 1,710 people displaced in Wassa Amenfi West after the Tano and Semre rivers burst their banks following nearly a week of torrential rain. Samraboy alone, 1,252 people, 572 households. NADMO is asking for more relief support. The rains are not done. Some genuinely good news. Ghana has passed the Legal Education Act 2026, the most significant reform to how lawyers are trained since 1960. 66 years of dispute taken all the way to the Supreme Court now resolved. Thousands of LLB graduates stuck in a backlog finally have a clear path forward. The NPP chairmanship race, Bokye Agyarko has taken his campaign north, meeting Upper East regional leaders and picking up fresh endorsements from the Upper West. His rivals, including Afoko, are also on the road. The party is still rebuilding after that 82-seat collapse. Now, this one deserves to be said properly. Benjamin Asare sold polythene bags. He worked as a trotro mate. He bent steel. Last night, he stood between the posts at the World Cup against England and put in a 9 out of 10 performance in a clean sheet. The first home-based goalkeeper ever to start a World Cup game for Ghana. What a story. Osebo has revealed what Queiroz told the team at halftime against England, not to hold on but to go and score. That's the mindset. Ghana need a win against Croatia on June 28th to reach the round of 32. Full story on chale.news. Meanwhile, Obour, Ghana's most iconic Black Stars superfan, was turned away at Gillette Stadium because of a ticketing complication. Missed the whole match. The whole country celebrated. He watched from outside. That's a conversation Ghana needs to have about how we treat fans who travel. And we end on a milestone. Korle Bu Teaching Hospital has completed Ghana's first ever off-pump heart bypass surgeries, heart beating throughout, lower patient risk, less need to send people abroad to India, South Africa, or the UK. Ghana did that. Tonight, that matters. That's your evening digest for June 24th. I'm Nashika. Chale, stay informed, stay well. Everything we covered tonight is waiting for you at chale.news.